Jason, what's up? I appreciate it. Down here in Arkansas, they're still piping in daylight in some places. Oh, 03, what's up? Well, I guess notifications went out tonight. 7 of you jumped in real quick. Oops, 5 of you. Official, no, I couldn't find your number, man. I went looking for it, I couldn't find it. You're going to have to send it to me again or something. Is that what it is? I appreciate it too. Joseph, what's up? Kale, what's going on? Oh, goodness. Sign cutter. The old outlaw. I had to pull up a little bit. Got a truck idling beside me. Got that fan kicking on and off. JJ. Alright, well, cool. You're going to lose, but go ahead. Start it up. You got to remember that you have a right to be wrong. If you disagree with me, you got to be wrong. Ha! See, I told you you'd be wrong. You ought to be used to that by now. The being wrong and me being the better looking one, but you know, that's all right. I actually got to help a truck driver today that was actually appreciative of it. I think she became a new subscriber. Nomad, what's up? You're the first thumbs down? I can believe that. Uh-huh. You can't even type, JJ. What do you mean you're the good-looking one? Uh-huh. No, look how good I'm typing. You're not seeing a flaw in my typing. Cal, I was going to call you and do that follow-up this evening, but I did one with Nomad, and it's still saying 2 hours to download. Evasive, what's going on? That's why I didn't know if I'd even be able to go live. Taking so long to download a 30-minute video here. I guess they got a G-2 here. And my stuff's used to G4. Oh, got to do the shop today and wound up spending 2 hours in there getting an airbag replaced. That's cool. Starting Monday. Kale's in it now. You two need to swap a little bit of information. Lady Pink, what's going on? Kale, you're what? Starting your 4th week. So official, if you two exchange some stuff, you might be able to communicate. Well, Jason, that's what I used to put Grandma through school. I went over there and did it. It's all going to depend upon your trainer. And you also have to remember it was 15 years ago that I had anything to do with them. I liked their training program. That's why I went over there. And I just couldn't make no damn money with them. That was my problem. So, how long is their contract going to be? Well, it's been a visual thing. You learn by your gauges and stuff when you're losing air in one of these. And I've been telling them for a month that I had an air leak and they couldn't find it. And when I got in there today, I told him it's getting really bad. And he went out there with a soap bottle and was soaping down under my truck, following the air lines. And he said he started hearing it when stuff got quiet, and he found a cut in the side of my airbag that was just steadily getting worse. And of course they had 6 or 8 airbags there in the room. It wasn't the right one. Let's see. CDL class shadow driver for 2 weeks. Then you take your CDL test. Then you team for 30,000 miles. If you agree to a 1-year contract, prime training costs you $155. Well, the thing that gets most people, I've talked about the air brakes before. Most people really don't understand how the air brakes work. It's really quite simple. I'll make a short little thing here, class on it. The way it really works, Cutter, is that the truck's building up air. It goes into air tanks on the truck and the trailer. And when you release these valves in your truck, the air holds the brake shoes off of the brake drums. Or holds it in, I guess I should say. But you activating the air is what keeps the brakes released. That is why when you hit the brake pedal, you'll hear air escaping. Well, the air escaping is releasing the pressure so that the brakes can now, the brake pad will go against the hub and stop you. Most people think it's the exact opposite, and that's what messes them up. So it's really that simple. So let me catch up on the comment. What up, Sea Hill? Bradley, are you the one going with Prime? I'm backing up to read this. No, it's Jason that's going with Prime. McElroy Truck Line. They're a flatbed, if I remember correctly. That's right. You're a young man. I think you just got out of the service. Oh, good deal. And how's your friend? If I remember correctly, you have a friend that's over there. Is he still liking it? Well, I think both of you are on my Facebook for Simple Living, ain't you? Go over to Simple Living and see if you can find him on there. I don't know if that, I think my boy set that up as a business or something he had to. But see if you can find the friends list on there and find him. 13 people and 8 likes. What's up with that, folks? 14 people and 8 likes. Hit that dadgum like button. Thank you. There's 2 or 3 of you hit it right quick. Thank you. So anyway, I got over here and 1,400 miles ain't very impressive. 67 cents a mile ain't all bad. Raises questions for me, raises flags, but it is what it is. But anyway, there's ladies over here trying to slide her tandems, and all these drivers in here, nobody was helping her. So I had to go over there and help her out. Educated her a little bit. Oh, $1,400? Okay. Mike, what's up? Well, thank you, Sea Hill. Hope you didn't scratch your screen. But I educated her a little bit about sliding tandems and whatnot, and a few little tricks of the trade. Turned her onto the YouTube channel. So we'll see if she makes it on here or not. I've seen her find it and subscribe to it. So, you already stopped, Michael? Oh, that's right. You're going to get to the yard around 7-ish. Oh, she's all right. She's worried about that old dog of ours. Let's not do no Viking nonsense out here. I don't do velvet. That's me and that velvet trucker, and you're going to get the hammer as soon as he comes in. For all you new truckers, late tonight or early in the morning, there's going to be a new video up. It's with Nomad. I forget what we called it. What did we call it, Nomad? Do you remember? Y'all need to go listen to it. And I had catfish for dinner, thank you very much. Follow up with Nomad is what we called it. Well, it's down to 1 hour, but I don't trust it. It's jumped from 1 to 3 hours constantly. Follow up with Nomad. Y'all need to go watch it tomorrow, especially you new drivers. Well, Michael, did you stay at the yard or did you take off? $1 a minute. Wow. There you go. Well, I didn't go in to camp out at my place. I was going to. I decided to stop here at a little fuel stop. I'm 10 miles away, close enough. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. I was supposed to have done some of this other stuff, and Carlos and Nomad got me distracted. Now I'm going to see what I can do.
Proceed to the highlighted route.
Ah, damn it. Yeah, I'm going to wind up having to I'm going to have to look them up on the phone.
Proceed to the highlighted route.
Because their address ain't coming up. New customer down Louisiana. See how that's going to work. 17 people and 13 likes. Y'all hit that thumbs up button up there for me. Let's see what I missed while I was talking. No, I'm not by the yard. Oh no, you can't do that kind of stuff, Bradley. Carlos, what's up? I understand. I'm in Whitehall, Arkansas, where they're still piping in daylight. What up, James? What do you mean you've been on vacation? You gotta work before you get vacation. Does he now? Use or lose. I hate it when they do that. I'm hoping to take a little bit of vacation, go see some grandbabies. Actually, I ate catfish tonight. Oh, here at what, vacation, or where'd I eat the catfish? Grandbabies are in Georgia. The catfish was in Arkansas. Now, me and Little Joe and Carlos been talking about a little bit of stuff we're gonna be trying out, seeing what we can do with here in the next couple of days. Uh-huh. Yep. 2 packs of cheddar worth, huh? Kevin, what's going on? Oh, I got it cracked. There's a noisy truck next to me. Yeah. I don't know. I've gone through some of their Delta area. Oh. Yeah, over there in Covington or something. See, now you're going to hear it more. Oh, I'm heading down through, got a drop here in Arkansas, then one in Louisiana, then one in Houston, then one up by the house if I can get them all off. Yeah, they had that little place for a while. They only had like 2 trucks there. And one time I debate on going and talking to them, see if they needed a truck driver. I was afraid they wouldn't pay me what I wanted. My boy's been talking to me about trying to get me into a college. What's flooded? Houston ain't flooded. I just left there yesterday morning. Oh hell, I ain't going nowhere near Austin. I try not to go over there. Too many liberals over there for me. Uh-huh. Want me to go to college to teach. I know y'all find it hard to believe. I got a little college under my belt, and I got plenty of experience out here. Between the two, they found a few colleges that would gladly take me. I'm more than qualified for damn near all of them. But none of them want to pay worth a damn. No, not a professor, an instructor. Let's see how this thing's doing. 40% and still says 1 hour. Wow. That's what I'm saying, Nomad. We'll give it a try. It's good for me if it's good for Carlos. No, they're over by Athens. My camera is mirrored. I don't know. You mean reversed? I don't know. I turn it on and this is what I get. Not no more. I run Oklahoma and Texas. Jamie, what's up? Oh no, our trucks are governed. That's what Michael was just talking about on the new Qualcomm systems they're putting in. The safety guy gets a email whenever a truck goes over 70 miles an hour. Carlos, did you catch on what he was saying about what to do part 2? Preferably Saturday after lunch? I don't know what time Saturday, don't know what I'll have going. From the sounds of it, it's going to be too wet to do anything. But we do have some plants we need to transplant. Put them in bigger pots, so repot them, I guess. Start getting stuff brought inside a little bit. Start getting ready for the winter. Clean out part of the garage. Dirt daubers. Okay. And there's a meat wagon. There we go. Well, if Carlos ain't cooperative, we'll just do it by ourselves. That'll teach him. See, you give him that damn hammer and it goes to his head. I hope he drops it on his foot. See, all you wannabe truck drivers, this is what you'll spend your evenings doing. Staring out at this lovely stuff. At least this one, you get to see cars out there. Most of the time, you're just looking at the back end of another truck. Uh-huh. He has to always be different, don't he, Cale? Oh, I ain't had a TV in a truck in so long. Yeah, he wants to come out there and visit you, Carlos. Actually, it says Tyson on the door. All right, Kel. Thanks for stopping in, man. We'll try to talk at you Saturday. You leaving too, James? Love you, brother. Be careful. Besides, that truck's on the fuel island. He's inside somewhere. Ah, okay. Uh-huh. They're all over you, Carlos. You might want to come in under the skies next time. What's that stand for? Fun California? That's how they roll out there. All up in that fun. I watched a video this morning. Oh, I can't think of his name. He's off Fox Channel. He's interviewing a professor from California. They found it quite amazing how all the movie stars was all for this socialism and no wall, yet they lived behind walls. So it's quite amazing. Now I won't hit none of them places for breakfast. I mean, the only thing really would be McDonald's or this truck stop. I got just as good stuff in the back. Now, can y'all hear that truck beside me? I pulled up about 8 foot past his hood trying to get away from it. Yeah, we know about you and Uncle Roach. You'll never convince them of that, Cutter. There goes your truck, JJ. Oh, I don't necessarily do a week's worth, but I bring out several. But it gets so old eating out these trucks. That's why I had the catfish tonight. I ate out somewhere else the other night. I had somebody made a comment on one of the channels where I was, videos where I was talking about eating out of the truck. He said he ate for $2.25 a day for the first year out here. I just gave him a thumbs up. I didn't touch it. Well, lazy cuss, tell him get up and get his butt out to work. Well, back in the day, you could get 2 hot dogs for $2 out here. But, you know, it had to have been eating a bologna sandwich and peanut butter and crackers. But I didn't call him out on it. Wasn't no need. Oh, overall, she's okay. She's worried about that old dog of ours. He ain't eating so good. He's down to eating 1 meal a day. That's how she's been giving his meds, is through his meals. She's afraid he ain't got much longer with us. Well, I don't know. You can run hard out here. Now, I used to tell Grandma all the time I'd be hundreds of miles away, and I said, I can hear it. You can hear what? I can hear that Harley calling me. Actually, back in the day, hell, they did used to. Used to be all the regular trucks would back in, and the reefer trucks would pull nose in, so that their reefer unit wasn't up here by us. Nowadays, they don't give a damn. You're like the bull wagons. You never did see a bull wagon in a regular truck stop. Nowadays, you do. It's a whole different world out here than it used to be. We used to have respect for each other, and nowadays it's hooray for me and how you getting along. I gotta put this window up. That damn truck's driving me nuts. What if I put down the passenger window? Well, it's a lot quieter on that side. And that APU unit last night drove me crazy all night long. That MVL and McDonald's truck over there must be taking their break on the fuel island. They've been there a while. At MVL, there's 2 drivers in it. So one of them must be on their break. And McDonald's is pulling out. All right, Michael. Appreciate you stopping in. Be careful. I'll talk to you tomorrow, I'm sure. Evidently, it was in that trailer. Yep, he was driving. Actually, it was a Egg McMuffin is what he was driving. Hey, now Carlos is threatening us. He gets home and the wife's going to be wanting to know what took him so long, and he going to blame you off. He's going to be saying he was having to stop to read messages and type responses. Actually, yeah, I outran a tornado once up in Kansas, and it had some pretty nasty lightning bolts chasing me too. Right? Yeah, he might have the wrench, but his wife's got the hammer. And she ain't afraid to use it. Well, actually, you used to be able to. My understanding, they're taking away per diem this year. Last year you could claim per diem, which is going to hurt a lot of drivers. I was talking to one buddy of mine that normally he would not let them take per diem out of his pay. But he came off the road and went local, and to make a little bit more money, he was letting them pay him per diem, which gave him chump change more and saved them tax money. Then when I got telling him about this other deal, he about had kittens. Because now he's going to have to pay the taxes on around $6,000 or $7,000, whatever it was. No, it was more than that. $60 a day, 5 days a week, that's $300. So around $15,000 he now has to pay taxes on. Yeah, they can get exciting. I had one chasing me across I-70. Well, that was back when they let the trucks run, and I guarantee you mine was running. You have to hold on. Me and my back scratcher's got something going on here. Yeah, and the taxes on it's going to hurt. Now, you're probably shot, Sea Hill. Yep. I like my back scratcher. Back scratcher and a fly swatter. The truck driver's best two weapons. And you're supposed to have diesel in your blood, not freight. I'm going to be going to bed early tonight. Well, that truck was quiet over there, and then their reefer unit kicked on. I don't have gas mileage on this truck. I got fuel mileage. I burn diesel, not gas. And overall, I'm averaging right at 7 miles a gallon, which is damn good. All right, CL, be careful. Thanks for stopping in. Come back and visit again. Yep. Stone, what's up? Are you still running that hurricane freight? Thought about calling you this morning, but I didn't know how screwed up your hours were. So Stone, you gonna have stories to tell? Do we want to do a phone interview with you? Ah. Well, see, Cutter, the way they used to do it, they cut the cost of the toll roads for trucks, trying to get us to go on them toll roads because everybody was running the back roads. And now that they've got trucks running them, they want to increase the tolls. The next step is all the little municipals down through there are going to try banning trucks from running through them. So they're going to try to force the big trucks on the toll road. It's another old game. There's so many of these games that have been played over and over and over the years. It's BS in my opinion. All right, Stone, we'll talk in the next few days. Kales want me to do a call with him Saturday and record it. Yep, exactly. They want them to post the signs, no trucks, and force them back on that toll road. That depends upon where you're at. That's like in Pennsylvania. That turnpike through Pennsylvania, I guarantee you, you don't want to get off of it. But those in Ohio, that was one of the main ones that they cut way back on the toll to let the trucks on there. These trucks ain't nothing but a rolling cash register. That's what people don't understand. You see them trucks and them ads that says big truck, big bucks? Well, they are for everybody but the truck driver. Truck driver's lucky if they leave him any change. But the rest of the world's making a killing. Wait until y'all get out here and need something out of that damn truck stop. It'll be 2 to 3 more times more than what you get it at Walmart or CVS or anywhere else. And I'll tell you now, if you get sick and you got to buy over-the-counter medicine, you're going to pay the same price for 2 pills in there that you could buy a whole bottle of 50 of them out of Walmart for. It's nothing but robbery without a gun. Theft without a weapon. Randall, what's up? Well, Stone, that's a big assumption that Nomad wants to talk to you. MREs. And let me guess, people are bitching about the MREs. Yep. Well, Cutter, it all depends upon what you want to do, man. Get your CDLs, get a little experience under your belt, and then go local. Wherever you're at now, there's got to be some local companies around there, dump truck, logs, lumber mill, different things that you can do with a CDL besides run over the road. That way, if you can fix your, eat breakfast at home, take your lunch with you, and eat dinner at home. Well, Randall, that ain't good. Well, Nomad, you're assuming that Stone wants to talk to you. He was just being polite. He really don't want to talk to you. Now, y'all did hear me tell Jose the other night that this ain't a matchmaking channel. So don't you two be hooking up. It ain't worth a damn, Evasive. What's up, who? You'd be better off up in your area to run the oil field. And you won't have to have much experience for them to put you in one of them oil field trucks. My suggestion would go with a company like Stone's with. I think after like 10 months, your CDL school is paid for 10 months or a year, go with somebody like that, then bail on them and go run the oil field. No, local ain't for me. For one thing, I live too far away from the city. I'd have to drive 60, 70 miles every day to get into wherever I'd be driving out of. And no, your local means in and out of that truck a million times a day, playing with a bunch of customers, and no, local ain't for me. I'm fine doing what I'm doing regional, home every weekend. Besides, Grandma don't get tired of me like this. I know it, who. Things was starting to get a little mushy between them two, wasn't it? I was starting to wonder about them. There's no job security in the oil field. That is correct. It is a brutal rig. Warner's got them with the Dollar General. There's several of them that do. Low miles and high work. I almost went to work for Warner as an experienced driver, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. Well, I've been here almost 3 years. So I guess about 4 years ago. I went through their orientation in Dallas, and then they had 3 of us drive over to Indianapolis, I think. And the job that they enticed me with just kind of disappeared. I misunderstood. They weren't misspoken or lied. I misunderstood. And then the pay changed. Then when they assigned me a truck, I just drove in a half a dozen new Peterbilts for them from the local Peterbilt up to their Dallas yard. They gave me one of the rattiest piece of junk trucks. And I told them, ain't no damn way, forget it. Well, you got to pay your dues. No, I don't. I paid my dues 20 years plus out here at that time. That's why you hired me, was because of my experience. Yeah, it didn't go good. I didn't even fire the truck up. I left. Uh-huh. That's a fact, Pink. No thing is such thing as job security. Well, there you go. Cutter, you read what Stone's saying to you? Actually, if y'all will watch that video tomorrow, if I ever get it up, where me and Nomad was talking, that's exactly what we was talking about. No respect and no real money. All you new drivers that didn't hear me earlier, Nomad's been out here 2 years. I just did a follow-up video with him earlier, a phone conference video. Y'all need to watch it. I'll get it up as soon as they get enough data piped into this state down there where I can get it uploaded. Let's see how it's doing now. Well, it's taking forever to bring it up. Well, it says it's uploading. 55 minutes. Imagine that. It was an hour 30 minutes ago. Well, probably because I've got it showing the truck stop instead of me. Well, I've been told Schneider's got a pretty good training program. Of course, I've also been told that they don't. Well, I guess it's a matter of everybody's own thoughts on it. Howdy, CI is here. Well, for years, Cutter, Schneider had a pretty good reputation of taking care of its drivers and all that. They got dogged a lot out here because they always had the slower trucks. So, and nowadays their trucks ain't that much slower than anybody else's. Everybody's running between 60 and 70 miles an hour. Well, they used to be 55. After they raised the speed limit, everybody else started going up. But Swift and JB and Schneider and a bunch of others stayed at 55 forever. Oh, it was a pain in the ass. Well, we've hit the hour mark, folks. Oh, boy. Well, howdy, Mitch. Where is Manitoba at? Well, Mullet Ed, I can tell you now from my experience, which I doubt if it's changed much, you don't want to look for a company out of Florida. When I lived in Georgia, I had owner-operator tell me about a company down there and that he was leased on with, and when I called them, they offered me an insult for pay, and when I questioned why they pay experienced drivers so little, they're like, well, because we can get by with it down here, supply and demand. We got more drivers than we got trucks. So if I was you, I would be talking to a company out of the Midwest and get more money to run into Florida. Now, that's just me. Alright, I know where Winnipeg is. You think it's bad down here, Cutter, with the trucks being cut? Go up there where they're at in Canada. They don't even let them run what we do. And a lot of our trucks have to be slowed down. You got to have it put on the computer and cut back, because you don't want to get in Canada and have them put the computer on it and find out that it can run over like 62 miles an hour. Oh, it was ridiculous. When I was hauling boats up into Canada, I went up there into the Midwest part of it, and they didn't harass us up there. But when I did the rock and roll circuit and went up on the East Coast side of Canada, we was having to stop and have our trucks turned down, crossed over, did 2 or 3 shows up there, crossed back into the States, and had to go to the same shop and pay them again to turn them back up. It was ridiculous. I ain't got a clue, Carlos. Yeah. Yeah, and you boys got some hills up there too now. It makes some of our truck drivers cry if they seen the grade you boys deal with. I was running across your, what is it, Canadian 1 through the national park y'all got out west. Very pretty. I'm talking to Grandma on the phone, and I see a sign that says Scenic Route to Alaska. I told her, this Texas boy is too far north. I got to find a road pointing south. What up, Mongo? Oh, Carlos, it's terrible. Your minus 50 is the truth. I was going up to Calgary. Had a load of boats going up there. It was minus 20 degrees. Wind chill factor was minus 50 degrees. And my truck froze up driving down the road. I mean, it was cold. Then that boy that came out there to rescue me in his little service truck, running around in a long john top and just a little short sleeve shirt on top of it. I told him, I'm freezing to death and look at you. He just laughed at me. He said, oh, it ain't cold yet. Stone, you don't know what you're talking about, buddy. There are mountains up there and the grades on them, oh man, straight up and straight down. All right, cool, Bradley. All right, cool. Well, you can call me tomorrow after 8. I'm 10 miles from my first delivery, and they're supposed to show up around 7, so I should be rolling by 8. I should be away from them and have a couple hours. Yeah, after 8 a.m. Central Time. You call me before 7, I'm liable to be grumpy because I wouldn't be up very long. Well, that's what I'm saying. After 8, that gives me time to get up, drive over there, kick off my next stop, and take off for Louisiana. getting off here for the night? That's kind of what I thought, who? If y'all have ever watched that Ice Road Truckers, where they show the metal getting so cold that it breaks, I've literally had that happen up there in Canada. I couldn't believe it, and I'm like, there are hooks on boats where I hauled boats in. I'm like, why in the world do y'all want boats in this cold weather? Gonna start ice boating, I guess. Cause somebody over there needs brake drums. Where am I going? Bossier City or something. All right, Bradley, thanks for stopping in, man. Talk to you in the morning. All right, Sissy, Stone. Appreciate you stopping in, man. Call me the next day or two. I don't know your schedule, so I don't want to call you and wake you up. All right, Randall. Good night. Looks like everybody's bailing on us. I don't know. It gets cold, and I always made sure I was dressed. Yeah, Carlos, I'm worried about them two right now. Next thing we know, those two will be team driving together. Good, his reefer unit turned off. I'm going to put that window down at least a little bit more. Yeah. Annette, what's up? I'm coming in at closing time. Yeah, they do. They got that bromance going on. I've been watching. I ain't seen that girl that I made mad the other night. I guess she left the channel. Well, thank you, Annette. Keep it clean, Nomad. Keep it clean. Well, y'all ready to call it a night on him? Excuse me. Well, the farther north you go, the more they get them set up for the weather, yes. They're still the same frame and all that stuff, but they do set them up differently. They have Arctic packs that they put on them, with just as preparing them for all that cold weather. I imagine they get extra batteries, and they got fuel tank blankets and warmers, and Yeah, they definitely set them up differently. They're built the same, but set up differently, to my knowledge. Right? All right, Mitch, be careful, man. Thanks for stopping in. Carlos, I thought you was going to get to try your hammer earlier. I guess not. Well, actually, I voted for Bill Clinton the first time because of some of the stuff he was doing in Arkansas as a governor. And I don't mean the bad stuff. We never heard about that. But then when we voted him in, he didn't keep his promises. Imagine that. So he's a typical Slick Willie. I got a burlap bag at the house. It's full of plastic bags from Walmart and whatnot. I got it during his tenure. On the front, it's got a picture of him, and it's Slick Willie weed. No need to inhale. We had that by the fireplace for the longest time. Good night, Annette. Thanks for coming in. God bless. Well, that's what I'm wondering. Well, I can tell you that these trucks that we drive, if you get up in our northern plains, the code coming off these windows and the doors in the old trucks, you had to put your coat between your side and the door because the coat was so penetrating. You get up north and the coat don't even want to stay there. And it gets bad up there. And as much as that show went downhill, the first couple of seasons of that Ice Road Trucker was pretty good. A lot of that stuff that they was showing in there is true stuff. Yeah, I hear his reefer fixing to kick off over there. There it went. Put that window back up. All right, folks, I'm going to get off this rascal. I have to limit how much fun y'all can have. I'm leaving that alone, Nomad. Hey, I appreciate each and every one of y'all coming over and spending time with me. Y'all remember, God loves you and so do I. Go check out the Facebook page and the Patriot page for us. And remember, we're going to be springing something on you here in the next day or two. So watch for it. Watch this video I just did up with Nomad. You'll enjoy it. You see last couple night paint. Night cutter, night evasive. Night, Carlos, Nomad, JJ, all of y'all. Good night. God bless you.